5:46.
Just 86 days to go.
I know. We're looking at it's like can't come quick enough. That's for sure.
What needs to happen is it needs to stop raining in Louisiana. It's
Well, you know, I've been
pouring
looking at
still.
that thing, and it's been stationary. I'm peering over your head there to look at the
radar,
satellite.
which I'll actually show you. Actually, just pop it up and we
Yes.
can look at it full screen
See
here.
it? And look, it has not moved within the past
just
48 hours or so.
Parked. They're getting hurricane amounts of rain without the hurricane winds. I
Right.
mean, at least there's no wind
it is.
damage to go along with it, but we're talking more than 30 inches of rain in 72 hours.
As you folks say, it's stationary. It's just not moving, and it's gaining strength, more rain,
Yeah, it's
actually, from the Gulf.
It's over land, so it's not going to strengthen into a tropical storm or anything like that, but it's close enough to the coast that it's just grabbing all that moisture over the Gulf of Mexico and just sending it directly over southern Louisiana. Coastal Texas getting plenty of rain as well. Houston's a city that floods very, very easily. If somebody just looks at Houston wrong, it floods. But basically Baton Rouge areas back towards Lafayette, excuse me, that's how they pronounce it, in Louisiana, that's where the heaviest rain has been falling. We're talking about radar estimates where the radar basically just runs out of color table to display how much rain has fallen in that part of the country. And it's going to continue for at least the next 24 hours before some of that moisture is going to sneak up towards us, but not to that level. We're just looking at a better storm chance by the time Wednesday rolls around. In the meantime, looking outside right now, a little bit of fog on the horizon here as we look out from Battleground Academy in Franklin, but not much. That is not going to take long to dissipate. Our usual foggy spot is fog-free here in Smith County. Looking at Cookeville right now, and you also are fog-free so far this morning, also frog-free in all likelihood. Temperatures are in the low 70s, upper 60s in eastern Middle Tennessee, 66 degrees even in Tullahoma, 68 in Livingston, McMinnville, 67 Crossville, otherwise low 70s, 72 degrees in Nashville, 3 degrees above average. It's a little bit better than it has been recently, but we're still going to heat up as we head through the day. Temperatures are going to climb up into the mid 80s by noon, hazy, hot and humid, maybe an upper 80s by noon, and then low 90s for high temperatures this afternoon. I think hour by hour we're going to be around 90 degrees, but we'll sneak up to an official high temperature of 92 during the afternoon. Let's talk about that scattered storm chance. It's going to be later in the day in all likelihood. We look at all these different forecast models to give you an estimate of where the rain is most likely. You can never take any one particular one to the bank, but you just look at the overall pattern. And the most reliable ones have been agreeing that we're going to stay dry through about mid-afternoon before we see a better chance of spotty thunderstorms and then a round of evening showers and storms rolling up through the western half of the mid-state. Again, doesn't mean they're necessarily right about that, but they've been consistent in depicting that scenario. And then things calm down for the rest of the night. So it's not going to be an all-day washout. Keep the umbrella handy just in case, but your better chance looks like evening west of I-65 for any rain today. Tomorrow, talking about the chance for some spotty thunderstorms. This forecast model has been trying to develop some activity in eastern Middle Tennessee. We'll see about that. I'm a little skeptical. Better chance looks like it's still going to be farther west because we have that stalled out stationary front that's just parked out there. And it's really not going to get a nudge across the rest of the mid-state until about Wednesday. And then it's going to stall out again, which means we have continuing showers and thunderstorms in the forecast Wednesday onward. We add up the rain for as long as the model data goes, which is through Saturday. And we're talking about the upper end of the spectrum here, but we're not talking Louisiana amounts of rain here. We're talking about that's 2.5 to 4 inches of rain in these red shaded areas with the 4+ amounts farther out to our west. That's enough to put a dent in the drought, hopefully, for southern Middle Tennessee, but hopefully not enough to cause any flooding issues. We'll be on the lookout for that. Our severe weather potential does not look very high, and it should knock our temperatures back a little bit to the mid 80s for highs Wednesday onward, and eventually the atmosphere is going to dry out enough to allow temperatures to drop into the upper 60s for overnight lows, but it doesn't look like that'll happen until maybe next Sunday morning at the earliest.
All right. Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome.
All right, now there we go. Thank you, Paul. The actor who played the droid R2-D2 in 6